Survival water filters can help you survive a disaster. Earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, ice storms, landslides, and volcanoes are in the news every day, which can cause the public water supply to become contaminated. Survival water filters can save you and your family's life when one of these disasters strike. You hear about people that die when faced with one of these types of disasters. However, many of them die from indirect reasons due to lack of hygiene and lack of sanitary drinking water. Since you must have water to survive, your first concern when faced with a disaster or crisis is being able to have a clean water supply. You can be assured of a clean water supply if you have purchased survival water filters for you and your family members before you need them. If you wait until you are faced with a disaster, you probably will not be able to get clean water, so you may have to make your own survival water filters. During a disaster, you will probably be forced to live in very small areas with no power or access to clean water, and possibly the loss of family members. This is not the time for you to worry about the most basic element you and your family needs to survive: water. If you do not prepare in any other way for a disaster, learning how to make clean water should be done for you and your family's survival. The cholera toxin forces your small intestine to excrete huge amounts of fluids and minerals, which cannot be reincorporated by your large intestine. You can easily die from diarrhea that you cannot stop yourself, so you must be taken to a hospital, which may be impossible in a disaster situation. Many people die from cholera or typhus, which is caused by water that is contaminated. Contaminated water that often happens during a disaster can kill hundreds or even thousands of people when contaminated with cholera, especially babies, small children, and the elderly. Learning how to make a water filter could mean the difference in life or death for you and your members of your family when faced with disaster conditions. When you have access to clean water during a disaster, the chances of these types of epidemic can be reduced to 0%. As time goes by during the disaster, sanitation becomes worse, causing the water that is available to get more and more unsanitary. Remember how long it took for help and aid to reach the victims of Hurricane Katrina? Many of those people would have survived if they had prepared in advance with survival water filters. Subscribe to our newsletter on the website so you can receive the information that is necessary for you and your family to survive a disaster. You can also email and share this article with your friends so they will not be caught unprepared in case of a disaster. www.170gallonsaday.com